Hi, everybody. Hey, Janet.
Hey, Steve. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, this is fun.
It is.
This is kind of don't ask me, spur of the moment. I
It's
mean,
been a while.
yeah, I mean they always see me on a Saturday or a Thursday or a Tuesday, but I think in a way, but in a way, no, I feel like I'm living large for coming in on an off day. So, you know, I'm just
It's
waiting
great.
to yeah, I'm just anxious to see who's going to see the notification because this was very short notice.
You know what, Steve? I have a question since we're live. Would it be okay if I threw out a question? It's a reference to my Instant Coffee with Jan show. I originally was going to run it just for the summer, and I end it like around the last week of September. And I'm getting the feeling that people kind of like the show. So I'm thinking I'm going to throw the question out to the audience, the viewers. Would you like it if I continued all the way to the end of the year? Let me know if you're here. Thank you.
hmm No, I can give you my response to that.
Thank you.
If something is working and it's successful and you've got good turnaround, why end it? Keep it going. That's just my
It's
take on
true.
it. You know.
It's true. Thank you for that, Steve. But, of course, you're going to get one or two people that might say, oh, it's so early. Well, then how did you watch the show? You saw it. That means you were there. But if it is too early for that person, it could be a standalone video, which it is. It's not live. That means the person or persons have the option to watch it at a later time if they're interested in that subject matter at all.
hmm
But for the ones who are really loving to have their cup of coffee with me, and by the way, I refuse to spend too much money on coffee, Steve. You know that by now. They don't mind watching it. So that's why I'm considering to continue on with it. But I have to know from the audience. I have to get a pulse.
Yeah, you definitely it because you're on there for them, to be of help to them, pass along information. So, right, you without them, how can you know? I
There's
mean,
no point.
even though I myself, yes, I'm a YouTube channel creator, but I'm also when I'm not on here doing this, I'm also a YouTube onlooker, if that makes any sense.
A lot of sense. And the
Yeah.
roles are completely different.
Right. So I'm actually on both sides of the fence. I'm a YouTube creator and I'm also a YouTube onlooker or just a subscriber like all the rest.
Like anyone else.
Right.
It is amazing. And by the way, Steve, congratulations on your recent milestones. And I know that you're turning the corner and you're about 80 something, 85 away at this point in time, away from being unlocked at the 500 mark. Steve, I'm going to ask a question out to the viewers. Please, everyone, double check again to make sure that you are subscribed, in fact, to the Steve Young 74 channel. Sometimes a person thinks they're subscribed, but then they don't get notifications or whatever. It's always important to double check.
Yes, it is because there are mm, there's three subscribers that I used to always see respond on a regular basis. And now all of a sudden they're not there. So,
Hi, Lenny.
hi Lenny L. I'm glad
Such
that
a
you're
sweet person.
yeah, she is. Um, Good that you could be here. Again, this was very, very, very last minute. I mean,
Hope you
just
don't mind, guys.
yeah. Plus, I'm being spontaneous. So,
Yes.
all right. So, I think people are slowly getting on the Jan and Steve bandwagon, if you ever want to call it that. Because right now we have 2 watchers or 2 people on.
Yeah. Well, there's like, I don't care like what StreamYard says, but in my opinion, I could be wrong. I think there's a period of time from the time we slam down the live button to the time it's actually executing live. I think there might be like some sort of invisible pause in between.
Yeah. So Lenny L says, "Hi, Jan and Steve. Such a nice surprise to see you. Good to
Thank
see you
you.
too." Yeah, because something just gave me an inkling of an idea. I mean, originally you and I were going to do a pre-record, to set up at another, because a majority of everything we do is all pre-recorded and scheduled to go up at a later time. But we decided, hey, let's be a little spontaneous. I haven't gone live in about a week, I think a week or so. So maybe more than that. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. So I thought, why not?
And you're on a timer today, right? We're on a little bit of a timer, I think.
I am. So, if I don't happen to get to your comment that you leave me over here on the right, always know that 365 days a year, 24/7, the comment section at the bottom of whatever video is always there. And I do go back and read them. And I make every effort possible to go back and answer everybody. I may not get back to you ASAP, but I will slowly but surely, as I go along, you will get a reply back from me.
That's great, Steve. I try my very best to communicate back. Always know that when you see a heart, even if you do not see a written comment, that means I absolutely read your comment. That heart means I read your comment. And
I need to start. I myself might need to start doing that as well. The only thing I'm doing is I'm going over and giving a thumbs up. That's all I'm doing. So I probably should go ahead and put that heart up. Let's see, Tony Hunzik.
Hey, Tony, how are you? Thank you for being here. Who wants me to continue the Instant Coffee with Jan show after September? Be honest. Yes, no,
Hunzik.
or it doesn't matter. Let me know.
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out how to pronounce her last name.
Let me see. Yeah, it looks like Hunziker or Hunziker.
Okay, yeah.
But I could be wrong.
No, I'd say you're pretty close. Okay. I think I myself, like I said, if you have excellent ratings, it's like TV. If you got a show that comes out first season, the ratings are fabulous.
Yeah.
Why would you want to back out? Of course you want to continue.
Like I said, the intention of that show originally was just for the summer. And because I do have my, on-camera show during the week as well. But I believe because, I do have, radio background, I do believe there is an audience for audio. The person that just wants to stare into space with their coffee, and not pay more than $1, please. Stare into space and going, oh, okay, I'll put Janet on today.
Now, this is a nice. Now, I very rarely do this, but I figure I would share.
Oh, nice.
Minnie L's. She says she loves having.
Thank you.
In the morning, I look for. Yeah, and if you're the only time I'm ever on in the morning though is really on a Tuesday with my Recipe Tuesday. Any other time, it's usually early afternoon or mid-afternoon. Yesterday, I decided to play around with the numbers a little bit and put my video up an hour earlier than I usually do.
It was a nice surprise.
Right. And I was just trying to see if maybe the view count would probably be a little better. In a way, in a lot of ways, yes. So in my case, even though my channel is where it's at, I'm still trying to feel everything out, try to do a little back.
And it never stops, Steve. A person can have 10,000 subscribers. I'm almost at 4. and I will experiment with the times. Maybe some of my regular viewers might notice, for example, that gee, Janet was on at 11:30 yesterday, but say she went on at 1. Or wait a minute, what is she doing on at 10? I have to experiment with the time to see when I'm going to get the views.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's the purpose of doing this if I'm not going to grow my channel and get my messages out?
Yeah. Hey, Beth.
Dad, how are you?
Yay. Yeah, she came on.
You guys are so wonderfully loyal. Love you.
Yes, yes, you are. And you know, subscribers like this and a few others that are not here at the moment.
And
This
the viewers who don't even comment, thank you. At least
yeah,
thank you for being here.
right. And these are the ones that make me want to even more so want to come on here and put up or post a video on the days that I do, or if I get spontaneous like I did a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, so that's where that comes in.
I have a question for you, Steve. Do
Okay.
you recommend people consider, at least even as a fun hobby, trying to just have a little bit of creative fun, starting a YouTube channel? Would you recommend it?
Asking me that today versus asking me that, say, 15, 20 years ago, almost, or back in the days of when YouTube first began. I say this: if you're an extrovert and you have the gift to gab, you like to talk, and you've got good subject topic matter that you feel that could be of use to the people out there, I say definitely consider starting a YouTube channel, because I myself, never having any broadcasting experience whatsoever. I just watched a lot of good talk shows back in the 1980s, mostly for the most part, a little bit 1990s. But I became selective by then. That's where my, you know, broadcast history. Of course, I don't want to leave out older, like I did like Merv Griffin. I did like
I did too.
Merv Griffin, yeah. Let's see. There's another. I like Dick Cavett. He was another one I used to like to watch.
They were amazing.
There's another talk show that I'm leaving out.
Mike Douglas?
That's the one.
I knew it.
Yeah, Mike Douglas show. That was another one as well that I used to like to watch too. Can't remember if he was on prime time.
No, I don't know about by you, but they used to air it by me like 4:30 in the afternoon.
Okay. That that sounds about right. 4:30, maybe 5ish. Yeah, but again, all the ones that I used to like to watch were good. I thought quality, reputable talk shows, not like what you have on today.
I agree. A lot of work and effort, and good work and effort, went into those older shows. I'm not saying I'm not going to throw everybody under the bus, but they're not, let's say, for my personal interest, a lot of the talk shows. I'd rather watch this platform. I get so much out of watching this stuff as a viewer on this platform, which I know that our viewers do as well. So it's important that they come here for a reason, even if it's for entertainment, even if it's for, I want to stay with Jan and Steve and have a cup of tea with them for a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this is important to have that like safe haven place where they could sit and just kick back, relax, and talk about saving money or a gazillion other things.
Yes, but you know, and that's why, you know, I even you know, your budget friendly, you know, ways to save money. Me, I try to intertwine, you know, a mixed bag. I'll talk about the grocery store. I'll talk about, quick tips, repurposing. I've gone into the financial and what you can do to save money after your bills are paid. Talk about credit cards. Talk about you know bank accounts and things like that. Oh, one thing I do want to point out, I actually left it out of the conversation by mistake. I did I did know the answer and I knew what it was about. One of your commenters had commented that if you're using a debit card and you tap the credit button, that does cause your payment to come out a little later
Oh, I see.
because it's going through as a credit instead of a debit. Then it does take 3 to 4 business days. What it's done is it's actually bought the consumer a little more time.
Very interesting.
But I did know that. I just left it out in the course of the conversation that you and I had that day. I don't want to sound like I didn't know what it was. I was about to reply back to that in your comments, but I thought I would go ahead and
Wait a minute. Lynn said something about I love. Does that name ring a bell to you, Steve?
Regis,
Yeah.
of course.
And
Well,
why in my case though?
okay, let's see. If I know you as well as I do, which I do, you worked for a celebrity heart doctor up on the Upper East Side and you met lots of different celebrities.
I sure
And
did.
it just so happens that Regis Philbin happened to be
Yep.
one of the patients.
Yep.
And I believe, if memory serves me right, you and he became
He
pretty
was
good
very-
friends.
Well, I don't know about friends. We were always friendly type
Friendly.
thing.
Okay.
But let's put it this way. I named my cat after him. I had a cat named Reggie. So,
Yeah.
and just the way people saw him on TV, he was like that off screen.
Off screen.
Yes, the world really lost a great one in that area. He was
Yeah.
a very nice man. He used to make the patients laugh. He would walk down the hall, tell jokes, and make the patients laugh. He wasn't thinking of himself. He was thinking of others. He was a very nice man. That I could
Yeah.
absolutely say.
And of course, I liked the show when it was Regis and Kathy Lee. That was my most favorite time to watch the show. Or his wife Joy would come on as a temporary. I used to like her too. But one thing I always admired about Regis, he always had that real bubbly type of.
He really did.
I mean, he got a little bit loud in his voice, but he didn't yell. It was just that demeanor that he had, and that's one thing that I always liked about him. I'm not really.
You did it perfectly.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
I can attest to it.
Really? So, but yeah, I did like Regis Philbin, and I did like Kathy Lee Gifford. And I found out something though. Kathy Lee Gifford and her husband Frank, who, as we all know, was once a very well-known football player. They both shared the same birthdays.
Wow.
Yeah, August 16th, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Yeah.
And by the way, they were all, without getting into it, they were all very good friends. The Giffords and Regis, they were good friends.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And yes, I met him too, Frank Gifford.
I bet he was a extremely.
He was
nice.
really nice.
Yeah.
He was a very, very nice man.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who said they're a boring person? Beth called herself boring. Why?
What, Beth? No. Why would
Beth,
you
you're
say
not
that?
boring. You're a sweetheart.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I have my moments where I can be boring too.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see. Hey, Tracy. Good afternoon. I'm glad that you could jump in.
Tracy.
Good to see you here. Yeah, Lenny L says she loves hearing that. Yeah,
And you love having tea with me in the morning. Thank you, Lenny. I
Yeah,
look
so
forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you, Lenny.
yeah. So that makes it more the merry, And that's what's good is, that knowing that people get up in the morning and hey, Jan's about to come on. If they kind of have a feel for About what
That's
time?
so sweet. And you know, the first thing I do in the morning in real time, because as you guys know, most of the time Steve and I we pre-record our shows. So it's not like it used to be a couple of years ago when I literally was recording at 5 a.m. I'm listening to me on playback. Normally, Steve, I record my shows about a week in advance. So it's really funny, like when I'm like alluding to something from the past tense. And the listeners might be thinking it's the same day, but I'm actually alluding to something in the past tense. I'm listening to it on playback. I'm going,
Well, don't get me wrong. There have been times, not that I'm trying to come off as funny, but there have been times that because I always go back and watch me too. Sometimes two, three, four times over, depending on the quality and how good I think I come across. Sometimes I have been known to laugh at myself. Don't ask me why.
it's good. It's a good thing to laugh at yourself.
I mean, it's not like I'm making a fool of myself. Not that I ever would. I mean, I
I
can't.
actually said so on this morning's upload that we need to like be able at least not take ourselves so seriously. If we make a mistake, laugh at it. Like don't dwell on the negative. Like, oh well,
You can't.
Steve, you don't know what happened on yesterday's video. On my on camera video, I accidentally, who might remember this? I accidentally pressed my outro, which is thanks for watching, comment, blah, blah. And I slammed it on the beginning instead of, the Manhattan skyline thing. I'm like, why did I do that? But I
That's
laughed at
okay.
myself. Right. And it
That's
fixed
okay.
it.
On a couple of my videos, um, I used the same exact intro that I used for an outro, and I didn't want to do that because where I choose that is over here in a column, and they're
Yeah.
all
Why don't you tap on it now to show them what you're talking about?
Oh, that sure.
Watch this, guys.
So I'm here.
Don't go
And
away. He's going to
don't
slam
go
on it
away.
now.
I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Let me scroll back up. So what? Let's see if I can choose the right one. Let's see. Now, as you can see, as you guys can tell, I myself, I don't like bland music. I've always been somebody that likes something with a little bit of a rhythm to it.
Yeah, high energy.
High energy, disco, some of your house music is good. Anything that you would hear in a club or a discotheque type thing. I mean, even though I'll listen to pretty much any type of music, but that's what I really, you know. Oh, Prissy Honey says she likes the music.
Hey, Prizzy, honey,
Well,
how are
that's
you?
good. Yeah, see.
So wait a minute. So what you did was slam on the intro twice. Is that what you did on that episode?
Right. What I did is I used the same thing coming in as I did going out. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it.
I was laughing when I'm watching. Thanks for watching. It's my intro. So of course you can't see me doing it because the video short 10-second thing is playing to the audience. I went hysterical laughing. If you don't laugh at yourself once in a while, don't take yourself that seriously in life. Have a freaking laugh.
Yeah, that's right. No, yeah, because you can't just sit there and
Oh,
be bored and
boring.
glum and no, everybody's gotta have a little spirit in you. I think
Well, that day I was not having a really like great day. I was on the phone with someone, and it was like one of those labor intensive phone calls. Ever get one of those, Steve, in the middle of the day, like a labor, like you feel like drained. I'm even looking at myself in that video, going, "Wow, Jan, you look awfully tired here. What the heck happened?"
No, it happens. I mean, there have been days that
Amber.
hey Amber, oh Colorado, okay, yeah.
Yay.
Never been, but I hear it's very pretty there, especially when it snows. But
Yeah, really.
um, so, but no, coming back to what you were saying, I've had my days that I have been blank-minded, don't know what to talk about, Okay, that kind of. And there have been days that I've been really sleepy where I've only had like 4.5, 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And I still come on here
Oh yeah.
no matter what.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even if I came on for 2 or 3 minutes, not that I've ever done a video that small, not really. At least I would stick my head in and make an appearance of some type.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
I look at it this way, Steve. Like in a weird way, we kind of make a promise to the viewer. For example, if they know that my show normally comes on at 5 a.m., it's going to be there at 5 a.m. Because how many times has this happened to you in real life with TV? You can't wait all week. You want to watch that show. You can't wait. You even like reschedule things to watch it. You put the darn TV on. It's like, and it was preempted by something else out of nowhere. Like, but I waited all week for that show.
Oh, and if that's not, here's another one that I'm going to drop in your lap. Picture this. So you wait all week, the show comes on, and about a third or halfway through the show, then you have breaking news and special. And then they're on there talking about who knows what. It could be anything that occurred. Then you're there for 30 minutes. Let's say your show's an hour. And when it's over with, we now join our regularly scheduled and what you wanted to watch is already ended.
Right. And the bad news about that, like when they say already in progress, they literally cut the gut out of that thing. And you're like watching fringes of the show, like, what happened?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You think that's bad, Steve? In the olden days, if you missed the show, like when I was a kid, tough toenails till next week.
That's right. Right. But back in the 60s, you were pretty much.
Thank you, Prizzy.
Oh, yeah. That's real kind. I watch too.
Thank
Me,
you.
I'm an early bird. I wake up.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yes, back in the 60s, you were pretty much, you had to wait until June, July during the summer to catch it. 70s, pretty much the same. Now, when you had VCRs come out, then you could set your VCR to record at a certain time.
Yeah.
The program. And then, of course, as time went by, then you had DVDs that did that.
Right.
And then you had the TiVo. So,
Right.
Right. But back in the olden days,
Oh my gosh.
you pretty much had to wait until summertime. You were out.
Yeah, Tracy's correct about that comment.
In a show that was supposed to be on and is something totally. Yeah. That happened to me too. I was gonna watch. Sometimes I like watching HGTV.
Oh, love that. I love that.
So I'm looking to watch. What was it? Was it Property Brothers? Well, anyway, it was one.
Love them.
I think it was one of those shows. It might have been that one. So what do they decide to show in its place? Love It or List It.
And you know what's scary about that, Steve? They put like 20 of them on, right?
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with Love It or List It. I mean, that's also another good one too.
It is.
But you've got so many different ones on there now. You've got Fixer to Fabulous. It's another husband and wife. Then you got Chip and Joanna, but I think they're on a different network now.
They might have made some sort of a switch. I think they have a channel on this platform. I'm not positive. I think they do.
Yeah.
Hi, Linda.
Hey, Linda. Yeah, I'm not going to be on too much longer, though. I'm only going to be on for about another couple of 3.
Yes.
Call it. And
This was such a nice surprise to do this. A lot of fun.
Yeah. But always remember, don't think, oh, my comment never got in. They never got a chance to answer me. No. Always know that after this live is over, you always have the comment section down below. Yeah. It's always there. It's always open 24/7.
Good point, Steve.
Definitely leave your comment there. Even you're welcome to go over, because something could be addressed to you.
No, I check. I do. I'm a little nosy. Sometimes I'll check. Oh, I have to mention tonight at 8:00, I have a premiere. Want to come back to my live premiere chat, 8:00 Eastern tonight with Money Mom and with At Home with Lynn Wilson. We're going to talk about some really good stuff, like in preparation for breakfast time, with back to school and everything. So come back tonight to my channel if you'd like to. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah. So Prissy Honey says French vanilla rules, I
Ah,
told you that it would.
it does.
There's something about the French vanilla over the regular vanilla. It's richer. It has more of a range, more of a body to it. I
It does.
personally prefer. She had left me a comment that she went and bought some vanilla wafers Nabisco. She bought some French vanilla pudding. She says, "Can you guess what I'm going to be making?" And I wrote her back and I said, "I bet you're making banana pudding, aren't you?"
Yay!
So you're going to like it. It's going to turn out good. And to me, you have to use vanilla wafer. You have to use Nabisco brand vanilla wafer. I've tried a couple of other brands.
Money Mom agrees with you. Dawn told me that she agrees with you about those wafers for that dessert.
I don't know what it is
Yeah.
about the Nabisco over other brands. Other brands try to compete with a Nabisco, but you're not. It's not going to happen. I mean, Nabisco's been around.
You're eating it now.
Oh, you're eating it now?
You need to share some through the screen.
Oh, great. Great. Yeah.
Speaking of that, you had a wonderful dessert video yesterday that I would recommend even for Labor Day weekend, Steve.
Oh, the pineapple fluff?
Yeah.
I actually, now keep in mind, some of the recipes I have made, some of the recipes I have not. And a lot of the recipes, I just find them at random. I had already done an orange dreamsicle salad. I got extremely good review on that.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
Right. Then I did a pistachio salad one like what Shoney's restaurant has.
Yeah.
Or Watergate, if you. I thought, well, I need something kind of Labor Day-ish, could be something on holiday. So the pineapple fluff thing happened to. I saw it and I'm like, this is going to be a hit. Which I've got a good turnaround on my view count, so I knew. Putting that up, that was going to be. I may at a later time do another one called ambrosia salad.
Oh, that's my favorite ambrosia.
The ambrosia.
Please do. Yeah, for real, for real.
But again, I've never made any of these. I've never made any of these salads or fluffs. The only one I've ever had is the pistachio one, which I really do like. But no, Prissy Honey, the banana pudding recipe, that's mine. Even though my recipe, I do make the vanilla custard from scratch. You can also make whipped cream from scratch, which is very easy. You can have light or heavy whipping cream. And all you're doing is you're just mixing. Add a little sugar, maybe a little vanilla on the end if you want it. You got whipped cream. It's extremely simple. Yeah. All right. Jan, this was fun.
It was. Thank you for having me. Thanks, everybody, for being here.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Prissy Honey, don't eat too much of that banana pudding. I know it is phenomenal.
Oh, thank you so much, Prissy Honey. Yeah, I look forward to.
I'm looking forward to. I will be there with bells on. Of course, I always tune. Like I said, when I'm not a YouTuber channel creator, I am a watcher. So
Me too. Me too.
So. All right, everybody. You're welcome, Lenny L. I'm glad all of you could be here.
Thank you, Lenny.
Bye, Linda. Bye, Lenny. Bye.
Thanks to everybody. Really.
Everybody. Thank you, Jan, for being here.
Thank you, Steve. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Yeah. And I'll see you back here real soon.
Very nice. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.